What is up, everybody? Poison Snow here, and today I'm bringing you one of the best, and not even one of the best gameplay that I've ever seen on Modern Warfare 3. No joke. This is going to be a 45 and 4 M.O.A.B, Mother of All Bombs gameplay, and it's not one of those campy ones either. It's not like he sits in a corner and waits for people to rush by. Literally, the entire gameplay, he's running around from flag to flag, capping it, almost dies like 5 times. He rushes into enemy spawn, picks up weapons. Like, it's honestly, it's insane. I don't even think he expected getting it. I don't think he was even going for it. He was just having a casual game. Yeah, props to Rhythm23. I think at this point he's almost 5th prestige now. So, actually, probably by the time this is uploaded, he will be 5th prestige. But he's an amazing player, and I really, once again, I always say this, you guys should sub to him. Link will be in the description. He posts clips and gameplays from time to time, and you guys should check them out because they're pretty sweet. They're all pretty much on this standard. So, yeah, today I'm going to be talking about something, once again, for the first couple of months on Modern Warfare 3, I'm probably going to be just doing a bunch of useful tips, useful hints, just cool things that you may not really notice. For instance, you'll find in this gameplay at the end, M.O.A.B is a 25 kill streak that everyone has. If you use hardline, it's 24, but if you get a 25 right after that, you get it again. So this is, I thought this was kind of cool. So pretty much he had 2 M.O.A.Bs in one game because he used hardline. So he got one in 24, and then he got another one at 25. I thought that was pretty nifty, but today I'm going to be talking about the best guns to use in Modern Warfare 3, which attachments, which perks, what killstreak setups, everything like that. So I'm going to just pretty much scroll down each weapon category and try to list what I think are the best, most useful, most versatile guns in the game, and what attachments to use with them. So starting off with the assault rifle category, I think right away you get the ACR that stands out, the SCAR L that stands out. A lot of people like using the G36, that's a very good gun, and also what I've been noticing lately is the AK-47 is really good, but I'll get into that later. I'll get into why. So first of all, with the SCAR L, that's probably the first one out of the ones I mentioned that you do unlock, and this is personally one of my favorite guns in the game, just because something about it makes a very usable gun. Unlike a lot of the guns in this game, its iron sights are actually very usable. You don't have to put a red dot sight or anything on it. You could just use the plain iron sights, making this gun very efficient, very effective, and very deadly with either a silencer or a suppressor. And the extended mags. I find that the extended mags in game types like Ground War or even Domination can either save your life or get you that nice spray that you were looking for. So that's it for the SCAR L. Next, we're going on to the G36. The G36 is the most submachine gun-like assault rifle. And the way this is, it's light, your sensitivity is really wild on it, it's really mobile. I find it really fast to reload, and it pretty much just acts like an SMG in every single way possible, except for it has the assault rifle type recoil, which you can shoot across the map with it without having to worry about it kicking all over the place, which is very useful, very nice. It does have a slowish fire rate, which may get you caught a bit in close quarter situations, but you know, you can get around that. And with this, I suggest using either the red dot sight if you can't control the iron sights, or the suppressor. The suppressor is a very good attachment on this gun. It's very deadly, very stealthy. The next gun, the ACR, very useful iron sights once again. Not like compared to a lot of the guns in the game, it has very usable iron sights. So I would suggest using a suppressor on this gun, just because suppressor seems to be like that one's second best attachment if the gun has okay iron sights, which a lot of the guns do. A lot of guns don't in Modern Warfare 3, so you're gonna have to watch out for that. And finally, the AK-47. Now, the reason I wanna kind of give the medal of good gun to the AK-47 is because it seems like with a lot of the other guns, you always find your deaths to be like bullshit deaths. You're always like running around, and then you get the first shot on the guy and he still managed to kill you, and you're like, oh, come on, what's this all about? And even though statistically wise, the AK-47 is not like the greatest gun in the world, you always feel like whatever gunfight you get into, it happens to be fair. I don't know what it is. I mean, the damage output's pretty high, the fire rate's not that great, the recoil is pretty good on the gun, but I just don't know what it is about the gun, but I always feel like whenever I get into a gunfight with that gun, it's always fair. It's never balanced. Like they're not. I don't always think like, oh, that should have been my kill. It always happens to just work out the way it should work out, and that's actually just I don't know. I find that gun or that aspect of the gun to be really just better than a lot of the other guns in the game. So yeah, quickly moving on to the next category, the SMGs. There's a lot of really good SMGs. Once again, the ones that stand out are the UMP. Best attachment probably being the silencer, since it just has really good iron sights and it's really usable. The P90, which very good gun, but it's more for close quarter situations. So I would suggest using that gun with either like rapid fire and steady aim, or suppressor and steady aim. It's a really good gun for hip firing, just because it has a really small hip fire, and for some reason I just find it like you get killed really fast hip firing with that gun. I don't know what it is. And finally, I'm going to hit the MP7. Now, I personally have never actually tried out the MP7. I haven't unlocked it yet, but from what a lot of people are saying, that this gun is actually very powerful, almost overpowered. So I'm just going to take their word for it and say that this is a good gun. Now, I can't really give you any tips on attachments. I haven't used it yet, but that's something to watch out for. So the MP7 is another gun. So in the snipers, now the snipers, none of them, like, people are saying that the snipers are more powerful in this game than they were in other games. And as true as that may be, I still think you're going to have better luck using automatic weapons or semi-automatic weapons. In which case, I would just suggest using snipers as a way to blow off steam. Or if you're good with snipers, then go ahead and use them. But the ones that stand out are definitely the Barrett, the L11A, and the MSR. Now, there's other guns that are usable. There's that one gun where that everyone, I mean, they're all good snipers. Just these stand out, and I would suggest using probably the variable zoom or the extended mags. Nothing else really seems to be like good with any of the snipers. They all work. They just don't. They don't really compare to the extended mags or the variable zoom. So those would be the two that I would use on a sniper. All three that I just mentioned would be the Barrett, the L11A, and the MSR. All the snipers, once again, are very usable, just not as usable. LMGs, honestly, I can't really tell you much about the LMGs. They don't really seem to be good in this game at all. Same with the shotguns. They're just not the best. If you're going to go with the shotgun, I'd use the Striker or the Spaz 12. Everything else, you're just going to kill your KD with using any other shotguns. Now, what I really wanted to get to is the Riot Shield as the primary, and the FMG9 Akimbo as the secondary. Now, back way before Modern Warfare 3 came out, I was mean to the FMGs. I was like, this gun's gonna be crap in the game. And going in at first, I was like, yeah, this gun is crap. I was right, because when you single wield it, the recoil's like awful, and you can't really aim, and the iron sights aren't that great. And then you put Akimbo on the gun, and for some reason, the hip fire on the Akimbo FMGs becomes smaller than the hip fire with the single FMG, and you could literally it's like aiming down sights. And what I always like to do with the FMG is I like to sit in a corner with the Riot Shield or run around with the Riot Shield, and when someone comes at me and tries to find a way to kill me, I really quickly whip out my FMGs, take him down, and run on my way. And this is a really great way to boost your KD if you're really worried about, like, oh, well, my KD's not as good as I want it to be. Just try out the Riot Shield FMG9 Akimbo little matchup there. Try to use Steady Aim and Quick Draw Pro just to boost your chances. And that's pretty much it. I really just wanted to get these tips out to you guys. Please rate the video if you found this useful, and comment any other quick tips that you might want other people to know. I'll make sure to voice out the comments that other people post, just to make sure that, the good tips are out on top. And that's pretty much it, guys. Poison Snow out. Peace. Don't forget to sub to Rhythm23, and out.